Now we're going to talk about points, lines, planes, line segments, and angles. So first one, we're going to talk about the points, lines, and planes. These are the basic of the geometry. They are the undefined terms. They are not defined, but they are only described so that there would be no confusions on the other words or other terms in geometry. So the first one is point, the second one is line, and the third is plane. So they are just described. So the first one is a point. A point is like this. So it doesn't have width and length and height. So example, if this is A, so this is point A or point A. So that's how are you going to write point A. So it means that this point, ang pangalan niya is A. Or if you're going to put it in two words, this is point A or this one. So if for points, for line rather, this is a line. So it's a line, it has arrows on both ends. It means that it extends infinitely. So walang katapusan itong extension na to. So kapag ang point is one letter, line should be named by two letters. So this is line BC, or in symbol BC, tapos lagyan mo ng line sa taas, yung may arrow. Kung walang arrow, mali yan siya. Pwede mo ring isulat na CB. It could be CB. So that is a line. So this could also be named as letter L or any letter, and it should be written in cursive, so or italic. So ibig sabihin ang pangalan nitong line na to is si line L. Kung nandito may letter L sa taas, or may A, may B, may C. So kapag ganyan, naka-italic siya, ibig sabihin one letter lang yan, and you should write them in italic. Next, plane. A plane is this one. So this is a plane. So itong points, kapag pinagdikit-dikit mo, you're going to form lines. Pag ang line naman pinagdikit-dikit mo, you're going to form plane. A plane is named by three letters. Example, if this is C, B, D, so this is plane C, B, D. Or you could have this capital letter na italic rin. So this is plane C. So that's how you're going to write or name plane. For real life representations of point, line, and plane, so this ballpoint, itong nasa tip nito, this is a representation of point. Itong sa tip. Ito namang itong line, you're going to imagine a thread. A thread is a representation of a line. And a paper, this piece of paper, this is a representation of a plane. So also, itong corner, this is a point. Itong edge, this is a line. But this paper is a plane. That's how the plane, line, and point are represented in real life. So we're going to do test 1. Draw a figure to illustrate each relationship. Label its figure. So let's have first number 1, collinear points S and R lie on line Q. So there are points S and R. So what do you mean by collinear? Collinear means they are in the same line. So the same line. And collinear, point S and R. This point B, itong point B at saka si point C are collinear kasi nasa isang line lang sila. So ibig sabihin yan, you're going to draw a line and name that as Q. So this is line Q. Excuse me, sorry. This is line Q, and then you're going to have point S and R on the line because they are collinear. Ibig sabihin nasa line sila. Number 2, coplanar points A, B, and C line in plane F. So there is plane F. So you're going to write that as a parallelogram yung mga plane. And then F. And then si coplanar points A, B, and C. So coplanar, ibig sabihin nasa isang plane lang sila. So coplanar, itong si A, si B, at saka C nasa plane F. So si point A, point B, point C. Kahit saan mo isulat si A, B, C as long as nasa plane sila, sa loob ng plane. Number 3, the intersection of line AB and plane R is point F. So, itong intersection, ibig sabihin nagkita sila. So, si line AB at saka si plane R, nagkita sila sa point F. So, if this is plane R, ibig sabihin, si line AB, nagkita sila sa point F, pwedeng nakatusok siya dyan. So, example, ibig sabihin itong si line AB is dumaan sa loob ni, nakatusok siya kay plane R. Tapos itong tinusukan niya, yan ang intersection with this point F. So you could draw, it's up to you. How are you going to do the perspective? So ibig sabihin itong broken lines is nasa likod siya ni plane R. Next, line XY contains point E but not point G. So, si line XY daw, nasa loob niya si point E but not point G. Ibig sabihin, may point G na hindi nawala sa line XY. So, we're going to draw first line XY. This is line XY. Tapos, it contains point E. Ibig sabihin, may point E. So, it's up to you where you're going to write. Pwede din as long as nasa line. Tapos, but not point G. Ibig sabihin, si G, hindi siya sa line. So, pwede nandito si G, wala sa line. Next, line OP lies in plane Q. Line OP lies in plane Q. Ibig sabihin ito, may plane Q ka. Tapos, nandyan sa loob si line OP. Next, number 6, the intersection of plane S and J is line BC. So, there is a plane. So, we're going to write this. Tapos may another plane. Sorry. Tapos itong first plane, itong patayo, this is plane S. Itong pahiga naman si plane G. Tapos itong intersection nila, ang pangalan niya is BC. So, dalawang plane na nag-intersect. Imagine a paper, dalawang paper na nag-intersect dito. So, that's how are you going to have it. Intersection, ibig sabihin, nagkita sila. So, next is plane Z and line OP do not intersect. So, how are we going to do that? So, hindi sila nag-intersect. So, si plane Z, tapos, si line OP. They do not intersect. So, hindi talaga sila nagkita. So, they do not have intersection. Kahit if you're going to extend them, they are not going to meet. So, that's how you're going to answer. Next is we're going to talk about line segment and rays. Line segments and rays are part of a line. So, if this is line AB, what if ito lang, galing lang A and B, hindi to kasayang sobra. So, example, A, B. Ibig sabihin nito, may katapusan ng line. So, hanggang dito lang yung line. So, ang tawag dito is line segment. So, line segment, this is line segment A, B. Or line segment AB. So, this is line segment AB or line segment AB. Another one is, what if one side is an arrow? So, this would become a ray. Ang tawag dito is ray AB or ray AB. If you would take a look, if you would observe, so if the endpoint is nasa A, so dapat itong endpoint is A rin, and then the arrow would be on B. So that's how you're going to write. So, or you could simply write ray AB. So it's from A to B. So we're going to draw the following line segment FC. So line segment FC. So this is FC. Or pwede din ito na pwede rin ma-interchange si C at saka F. CF. This also could, if the AB, pwede mo rin siyang tawaging BA. So we could interchange the letter. There's no problem, but in this one, you could not simply interchange the letter for this one, ray AB. Next is OA. So, line segment OA, or pwede mong baliktarin A, O. Next, ray FM. Ray FM. So, that's how easy it is. Next, ray ML. So, this is ray ML. So, dapat mauna dito M at saka L. So, now we're going to refer to the number line below to find the length of each segment. So, this is the line, number line, and we're going to find the length of each segment. So, segment AB. So, ibig sabihin AB, this is line segment AB. We're going to find how long is ray segment AB. So, line segment AB, so how long is line segment AB? So, from -4 to -3 to -2. So, because we have line segment, the number line in here, we could simply count. So, 1, 1, 2, or 1, 2. So, how long is it? So, the length is 2. So, it's 2. So, 2 units. So if it is in centimeters, so 2 centimeter. So if you don't know, you could simply subtract it. If you don't know how to count, you could simply subtract it. So -2, bawasan mo ng -4. So the answer would be 2. So because B is in the -2 and A is in the -4, so you could simply subtract them. So maunang -2 kasi mas malaki siya kaysa sa -4. How long is BD? So because we have already the number line in here, to make it easier, we're just going to count them. Pwede ka mauna sa B, pwede ka mauna sa D. So if you start with B, 1, 2, 3. If you start with D, 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 units. So if you're going to subtract them, 1, ang D, minus B na negative 2. Always minus, tapos of course, you follow the sign. So, magiging plus plus, it will become 3. So, DA. So, from D to A. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5 units. FA. So, from F to A. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, 9. So, 5 minus 4. 5 minus -4, that's still 9. So, that's how you're going to find the length. Next, angles. Angles. As angle is formed by two ray with common endpoint. So example, this is ray AB. And then you're going to have another ray which has the same endpoint. So this is ray AC. So this is ray AB, and then this is AC. If you're going to connect them, if they have the same endpoint, itong endpoint na to, they're going to form a connection of two rays. Ang tawag dyan is an angle. It's the angle, ang pangalan niya is angle BAC. It could be angle A, but it's better that you're going to use the 3 letters. So BAC, pwede rin na CAB. As long as kung anong nasa gitna, yun siya ang palaging nasa gitna. What is in the vertex or in the center should be always in the center. Because if it is not in the center, ibig sabihin mali yan. So this is angle CAB. If you notice, this angle formed letter L. Kapag nag-form siya ng letter L, the measure is 90 degrees. So to introduce protractor, introduce measuring. So to measure an angle, if you're going to measure the length of an object, you're going to either measure it by tape measure or by a ruler. But if you're going to measure an angle, you're going to have to use a protractor. Protractor is this one. So to measure it, kailangan na itong dot na ito is nandito sa 5, sa ilalim ni 5. Tapos itong line, dapat nasa ilalim nitong line. So to do that, we're going to have it like this. So next, if you're going to look at it, kailangan na if you're going to find the measure, itong dapat ito naka-point siya sa 0. So in here, ang 0 dito is ang yung black. So, itong block. So, dahil itong block ang 0, ibig sabihin you're going to hanapin mo yung kung saan itong next arrow, hanapin mo kung saan siya nakatama. So, nakatama siya sa 90. So, the measure here is 90 degrees. Ibig sabihin, the measure of this angle is 90 degrees. And 90 degrees form letter L. Itong form na nag-form ng letter L, ang tawag sa mga angles na yan is right angle. Now, kapag ang angle is mas maliit dito, so ibig sabihin, halimbawa kung ang opening niya is ganito, ang tawag dito is acute angle. Kung mas maliit yung bukas, yung opening niya, itong opening niya sa 90 degrees, ibig sabihin, ang tawag dyan is acute angle. If this is OMI, so this is angle OMI, or angle IMO, or simply angle M. And then if we're going to look at find the measure, ibig sabihin, find the measure. So, again, dapat ito nandito. Tapos itong line nasa ilalim nito. So, dahil nakapoint ito sa 0 na block, so we're going to take search in the block. So, it is 40. Sa gitna siya ni 40 at saka ni 50. So, it is 45 degrees. So, 45 degrees. Kapag it's less than 90, ang measure, that's an acute angle. If it is 89, it's an acute angle. So, how about kapag lampas siya sa 90? Halimbawa kung ganito. So kung kapag lampas siya sa 90, so ang tawag naman dyan is obtuse angle. So, halimbawa kung ang opening niya, itong opening is mas malaki sa 90 degrees, so mas malaki sa L. So, ang tawag dyan is obtuse angle. So, if this is LBM, so this is angle LBM, or angle MBL, or angle B. Very good. So, again, if we're going to take the measure, we'll go to find the measure. Ang measure nito is, it's approximately, sa black tayo kasi black ang nakapoint dito na 0. Halimbawa kung baliktarin natin it so that it would be red. So ito, halimbawa kung red siya, which is quite difficult kasi baliktad yung numbers. So ito siya, red. So 0, 10, 20, so 110, it's not directly on 120, so it could be on 100, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So it points on 18. So 18. So this is 118 degrees. 118 degrees. So kapag titingnan nyo, if it is less than 90, ang tawag dyan is acute angle. Kapag it's greater than 90, or it is 90 degrees, that's a right angle. If it is greater than 90, pero kailangan na mas maliit lang siya sa 180, so 179, 178, ang tawag dyan is obtuse angle. If it is 91 degrees, that's obtuse angle. If it is 100 degrees, that's obtuse angle. 181 degrees, so it's not an obtuse angle. It will be discussed in the other grade level. So that's how you're going to identify the measures of an angle. So in our problem, in the figure below, use a protractor to find the measure of the following angles, then classify each angle as acute, right, or obtuse. So we're going to find the measure, and then we're going to identify if it is acute, right, or obtuse. So first one, it's angle SOL. So it's SOL. So ito yung angle. So, ito yung angle na i-measure natin. Again, kailangan ng one ray, itong center nandito. Tapos, itong one ray, nasa ilalim siya nitong line. So, let's try. So, this directly 50 degrees. So, if it is nasa red ang 0, so sa red ka tingin, so 50 degrees. So if it's 50 degrees, that's an acute. Mas maliit siya sa 90, so acute. Next, QOS. QOS. So this one. So, center. Tapos dapat nasa ilalim ang line. Oh, that's 40 degrees. So it is in a 40, so 40 degrees. So, that's an acute angle. Kasi maliit siya, 40 degrees. So, mas maliit siya sa 90. Next, POL. So, POL. So, it's clearly obtuse siya kasi mas malaki siya sa letter L. So it's in, red is in a 0. So 140 POL. So it's 140 degrees. So 140 degrees, so it's an obtuse. POQ. POQ. So this is POQ. So itong tuldok dapat nandito. Tapos itong line nandito. Itong ray pala. So that's 50 degrees. So it's also 50 degrees. That's an acute. POS. POS. So it's clear na nag-form siya letter L. So it be. So it's in 90. So 90 degrees. So that's a right angle. Next, QOL. Angle QOL. Angle QOL. So ito siya. So ito siya. So that's it. So it's QOL. So ito siyang line. So it's in 90 degrees. So ibig sabihin it's a right angle. So that's how we're going to measure the measure of an angle.